Crypto, how's everybody doing out there? I hope you're doing well. After all this time, that tune still gets me fired up for streaming every time, every single time. But yeah, did you sell the dip? Did you buy the dip? Did you panic? Did you diamond hand? Yeah, hopefully, you didn't sell the dip. A lot of people panicking, seeing a lot of doom posting again on Twitter. Yeah, but you know, now's our time. Hold true, stay tight. We are going to make it. What interesting show tonight. We have Dukes the Great coming from talk about his project Titan X Utils. Dude will be on, come back on to give us an update, and hopefully we'll have a few other people pop in as we go along. So we won't hold back. We'll bring up our first guest of the evening, Dukes the Great. Dukes, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going, man? Thank you for having me on here. It's a pleasure. This show has been solid for the community, going on through the whole kind of downtrend we've had and sideways action and all that. So, you're doing some good work, man. So I appreciate it. I appreciate being on here and having this opportunity to share the mic. I believe this is the first time we've spoken to each other on stream.
It is. You did send it when I did a Titan X Builder update stream about 2 months ago, maybe not even as long ago as that. You did send a nice long video in that we played on the stream.
Oh yeah,
we've had you live on the show.
Yeah, we did that. But this is the first time I believe live.
Okay, so and in fairness, most people that come on, they're usually the same old suspects. So I would like to find out a little bit more about where you fitted into when you came into the ecosystem, the Titan X ecosystem, and what made you decide before we even get into the nitty gritty of stuff. What made you decide to where did you come in, and what made you decide to start building?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So okay. What made me get into Titan X? So I was on the Pulsechain side of things, and I was following Jake for quite some time over on that side of the DeFi kind of ecosystem, etc. So I got into crypto during the top the top of the last cycle, which was great, great learning lesson. So I was in there with PulseX, Sacrifice. That was kind of my first big eye opening to how the world of crypto is. So yeah, that's kind of just how I got into crypto and DeFi, and then I, in that ecosystem, Jake started to really take off, and I was following him. Really enjoyed his content, etc., etc. And actually, I remember seeing you somewhere ages ago, before Titan X. I think it was from Jake's mastermind that he ran. I remember seeing you tweeting about it or something. So I actually was aware of you even before this whole ecosystem, and then just learned about it through Jake. So when Jake posted about Titan X, I got in the Telegram before the launch of Titan X. Though I'm not in the Telegram now, I accidentally posted the link and got auto banned.
But once you get out of there, it's hard to get back in.
Yeah, so I don't think I'm getting back into there. But I got into that Telegram before Titan X launch, and yeah, I can't believe that was in 2023 now, or we're in 2025. But I made a little nice mining ladder on Titan X. I did quite well out of it. And, once I got into the ecosystem, I was just stuck in this ecosystem. There's so much to do. There's so much protocols coming. Even when Titan X went bearish, I always knew, last year, I always knew it's just going to come back. I knew it was the third to day 280, etc., etc. And we had a lovely run last year. And, we're in a bearish situation now, but I think we can pull out of it. So that's kind of how I got into Titan X. How I got into building is my background's in programming. So I did a computer science degree at uni. I've always been into programming. Kind of took a year out after my degree to focus on other aspirations. I came out of uni. I went to uni during COVID, so I didn't actually have a great uni experience. And I didn't really know what exactly I wanted to do. So I was thinking of cybersecurity, thinking of different things. So I kind of did cybersecurity for a year. And then I was like, you know what? I just prefer programming. So came back into programming, and now I'm here, literally just developing. So that's kind of how it's been.
Nice, yeah. No, it was great to see that. I think it was last year, whenever no, it wasn't even last year. It was the earlier part of this year when you launched the first version of the Titan X Utils site, wasn't it?
What was that? Sorry, I was just reading the Utils comment.
the Titan X Utils. Did it launch this year or was it last year?
My phone. Okay. My headphones are connected to my phone, and every time I get a notification, I don't hear anything. Okay, I'm back now. I can hear you. Sorry about that.
No, I was just saying the Titan X Utils site. Did it launch last year or was it the earlier part of this year, the V1?
So, I mean, it was launched this year. We only started development on it this year, actually. So we kind of just put up some very basic pages to start with, just to see, firstly, is anyone interested in this in the community? So I remember you looking at it actually a good few months ago now. There was that basic page with all the auction protocols there. You can click on it and then you can access everything. So we kind of put that out there as kind of like a little bit of a teaser for what's to come. The funny thing is, when we put that page out, we had a lot of people asking us to add Roy's. So we were doing that. We were planning on doing that. So then we're like, that's fine. We're going to add that anyway. So then we just like, worked for months and months. And Titan X Utils is really like, it's a very professional site. That's what I really like about it. There's a proper payment system, proper login system, proper everything. It's not just like a random site. There's a lot of like, proper, just professional stuff in there. And then we're building out the site, more tools, more Roy's, more analytics, etc.
Yeah, so we want to get you, like I've been playing around with it, and I wanted to get you on tonight just to have you talk us through what the sort of main features and what your favorite parts of it are, just so people that maybe haven't been using it or aren't aware of it can get a better idea of what exactly what exactly you've built into it. But it's before we'll go on that. It's just you saying about watching Jake's content. What's your feelings about him not being not even feelings, but what do you think about him not streaming? Because I don't know if it's not that it's a good or bad thing, but it's just it is like I used to love watching Richard Hart streams. I used to love watching Jake Sharp streams, and there are things that are missing. And they do add hype, they do add entertainment, they do educate. They both did a lot of great education work, and I do think it's greatly missed. We've got an opportunity, especially now, to be to have the likes of Jake or even Richard Hart streaming, putting stuff out. It would be, in my opinion, it'd be great to see both of them back. What's your thoughts on Jake not streaming? We'll give him a minute to come back. We'll jump with the chat for a minute, and we'll wait until Jukes gets his internet sorted out. Darko, good to see you, man. Thanks for tuning in again. We bought the dip last October. That is right. We did buy it. We certainly did. I hope you did. Rich Landon, good to see you, man. Slim, thanks for coming in again. Let's go, boys. Utah is actually saying there that he can probably get Jukes back into the Titan X Telegram. What have we got here? Dark with Titan X, new protocols never look better. We just need one spark, and just to promote it, we are max 30 days away from the next wave, in my personal opinion. I hope you are right, Darko. The ecosystem is bubbling hot.
My back.
Jukes the Great, let's go.
So sorry about that, guys. Can you hear me?
All good. I think that's
my internet just has a mind of its own sometimes. I reset the whole thing before joining, and it still does this.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm just running through the comments here quick. Let me see. So Jake is gone because people stabbed him in the back and sold instead of helping. And he will be back, but not before his protocol is out and then full power. I hope all those things are right. So yeah, sorry, I just got cut. That's where we got cut off. I was just kind of saying it would be nice to see him here, talking, streaming, educating, as a leader and the founder of the whole thing. All the protocols are built on top of. It would be nice to have him, here chatting, engaging. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think everyone kind of has a different approach to things. I think with Jake, he's very he gets locked into building. So I kind of understand it more now, especially since I've been building Titan X Utils, because when you're actually deving, like yourself, you're programming, you're writing the code, this takes a lot of work and a lot of mental space, and especially if Jake is building some pretty sophisticated stuff. It's really interesting. I actually watched recently his last stream that he did. It was on the 28th of January 2025. Just recently I went back to watch it. I was wondering, like, what did he say in that stream? It's been so long. And he said back then he's gonna struggle, like, even tweeting while he's developing, because he's building some big, like, he was talking about multi-chain dexes or automated bots that do liquidity providing for you and all these things. Everyone watching the stream right now, after the stream is finished, I would just watch the first 10 minutes of his last stream. So I think he's just that type of person that's locked down. Like, he's just locked down coding, or like developing and thinking and problem solving. That being said, would it be nice to have him back? Absolutely. I think it'll be really good and beneficial for the community to have him. He is the face of the community, so getting him back just to, just give an update where things are at, what things are looking like. I think that'd be really nice. So
yeah, because a lot of people do just say, yeah, he's just letting everybody get flushed out, letting all the weak hands leave, and he'll be back for the flourish of glory. Anyway, do you want to share your screen and we'll have a look at TITANXUTILS, or do you want me to share?
It's all good. I can share. Let me just give it up 1 second. I'm gonna do multiple things. Oh yeah, I recently got a USB hub for the first time. So now I can actually plug everything in and still use my mouse, which makes using this so much easier. I hate trackpads. Okay, so what I want to do, I'm going to share my screen. Yeah, let's not.
Utah's saying there the entire panel from that stream is missing in action. I wonder who.
It's so true.
I wonder who was on it.
There was a bunch of people on there, man.
Give us a list of names in the chat, Utah. Give us a list of names.
A lot of people on there, yeah. Okay, let me share my screen. I'm gonna share the window. That look good. Cool. Everyone can see that, yeah?
Yep. Okay, so just give us a quick rundown of what it is. What is?
So I'm going to give you a quick rundown. So right now we have three main kind of areas of the website. You have NFT analytics, the ROI dashboards, and also different tools, which I'm going to walk you through the tools first because I feel like perhaps people don't understand them. So I think everyone understands ROIs. Like, that's quite a, easy thing to understand. But some of these tools, I think people just haven't got it yet. So, okay, there's a hard law, but I want to show you very quickly. You go over to the mining simulators page. We're just going to click on Titan X. So to illustrate this page, I'm actually going to bring up the Titan X app. So this is the Titan X app. And I'm going to head over to, let's head over to the calculator and mining. So I know no one's mining right now, but we are hopeful mining will come back. So I'm just going to illustrate this. So I'm sure you guys remember when you were a year and a half younger about what it was like, when you're trying to create miners and etc. What's the process like behind that, right? So imagine, I'm just going to throw out a number. Let's say I had, I don't know, let's say I had 5 ETH. I wanted to invest 5 ETH into Titan X mining. What do you think, like, I mean, how would you walk through that yourself? I mean, I can say for me.
Sorry, what do you say it again?
So let's say I had 5 ETH you wanted to invest.
Yep.
Okay. The process behind it, at least on the website, right? You come in here and you basically have to play around with the numbers. Okay, so you can kind of see, okay, so 280 days, one miner max power is 0.341. So that kind of means that 10 miners is 3.4 ETH. And you got to play around with this number. keep on playing around with it. Okay, it's kind of hard to get it. Let's say 14 miners, roughly.
Yep,
14, 15 miners, right? And that's just like max power. Okay. Basically, I think this process is slow. And this is something Taurus have really improved upon. So shout out to Graphics because he improved this feature on their website. But it's just very slow. It's difficult to do. And that's just with ETH. Some investors may want to just, some people, they might think, look, I got my paycheck recently from work. I've got $3,000. I want to invest. What does that look like? And then they have to, play around. It's difficult to do. So that's one thing that these mining simulator pages, they're basically more advanced mining calculator pages. That's one thing they allow you to do very quickly, very easily. Okay. So you come into here, like we can use the previous example. I've got 5 ETH. We want to run that 5 ETH over 280 days. So you select these two things here, and then you click the button to calculate, and it does a whole bunch of stuff for you. So firstly, up here in the mining distribution, you'll see it breaks down exactly what happens to your ETH. So how does your ETH get distributed? And this can be used in multiple ways. You can use this just to play around with your investment, but you can also give it a kind of a number that perhaps you're tracking the stats. You're seeing, there's 100 Titan ETH going into mining each day. What is that going to? How is that being distributed, etc.? Yeah. So you get this whole breakdown here. But then this is really the power of it is in the mining power and inflation impact area. So you can actually see how much Titan X you'll generate. So 2.1 billion is not a lot, right? Obviously, it's a lot better to buy right now. But, you get this breakdown up here. So you can see max miners. We got 14, right, on the website. So that shows you 14 there. And then there's a remainder power. So 65 power would have to be the next miner you make would be the remainder. So it breaks down essentially how much power your ETH is generating and then how much miners that power can create. So you get a very, very quick, easy way to quickly figure out exactly what you need to do. You've got 5 ETH. Well, now I know I need 14 max miners with one more miner of 65 power. Okay. And then it's nice to see how much Titan X gets generated from that. Obviously, what the supply increase of that is. These are very useful metrics, especially if we're dealing with larger numbers. And then this part is really nice. So this is the staking pool analysis. So what you get with this is it will show you your ETH going into the stake pool, and then that kind of how that's divided amongst the biggest protocols and the users in the stake pool. Okay. So you've got the users here. You can see the users is obviously anyone who's just a normal user. They have about 27% share of the stake pool. Dragon X has 66% share of the stake pool. Helios 5.6% and Phoenix 0.65%. And you can see how your ETH gets divided among them in the stake pool. So this is really cool. And you can do it like this, but you can also be like, what if we get a big mining wave? What if we get, 15,000 ETH entering mining over 280 days? What does this look like? And you can see. So
all right, so you can actually use it to do a little bit of analysis to see what effect a certain amounts would coming in would have, and a real easy way to see where that would get distributed to as well.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see exactly where it would be distributed to. So, is my page glitching?
No, I think you're all good.
Okay, we're good. It's cool. It glitched on my screen. Yeah, so you can see 15,000 ETH only creates 6.5 trillion supply, which really, if you think about it, how much is 15,000 ETH worth? That's worth $68 million. You can see up here. So $68 million in mining only creates 6.5 trillion supply. Isn't that insane, guys?
Yes.
6.2% supply increase. That's it. From $68 million.
That's a pretty insane stat right there. Holy shit.
That's crazy. That shows you like how much Titan X inflation, when things do become mineable, how little it's going to be.
I didn't even realize it was so much detail in this. Obviously, I've got the pro version, and I've been playing around with it, but didn't actually realize that it gives so much detail.
There's a lot of detail, yeah. Well, we've done this for all the major mining protocols. Like you have this for Hyper, you have this for Hydra, you have this for Helios, you have this for Taurus.
I have a quick
So
look.
we've
Come have a quick look at Taurus then, because it's the hot thing in mining at the minute. Probably.
yeah, of course.
Um. Come have a quick look at it. It's showing positive ROIs. Let's look at
Yeah,
something
it's a
with
nice
positive
green. It's a
ROI.
nice big green one. Um, yeah, so we'll select Titan X. Titan X makes sense because most people are going to be mining this with Titan X. And then you can just put in your investment. So this is actually one thing they did change on the Taurus website is you can go in directly with Titan X to see how much your mining would be. So they've actually done that now on the Taurus website. But you can just play around with this, like, how much are we putting in? So that's 1 billion,
Yeah, just stick 1 billion in, $200.
88 days. Taurus is interesting. Obviously, so yeah, we have the phase 1 distribution, and when it's just a phase 2, I believe we'll probably just show phase 2 distribution of your Titan X. But what's interesting with this is you have the mining inflation. So we break down the mining inflation, the earn pool that you're going to earn, Taurus will earn from the earn pool, and then the combined. So you're going to see how much you're getting from both the mining and the earn pool together. And the interesting thing with our page, so if you compare this simulator page to the official Taurus page, the number in the earn pool that we estimate is different to the Taurus pool, the Taurus front end. So this is like another way of getting a slightly different, because it's harder, because this is an estimation, right? Like what the way we calculate this basically is like how much shares you're getting in the pool with your Taurus, and then we're just gonna assume that those shares remain the same. Basically, we're assuming no one else creates or stakes within that time period. So based off that estimation, how much Taurus are going to get. So that's basically how we do our calculation. And graphics does a slightly different calculation. They use an average. So they use something to do with the average that you've been earning over in the past, and applying that to the now and the future. How I think that may look in the future is as the average comes down over time on Taurus, the 2 pages might actually show the same exact data. But for now, there's a slight discrepancy just because of how we calculate this earn pool estimation, basically. But yeah, you can see the ROI on the left-hand side here. It's still very nice. Even though Taurus is dipped in price, still very nice ROI on creating. And you can see
Yeah,
the mining ROI. The mining ROI itself is 33%. The earn pool ROI is where it gets crazy.
this is actually pretty insane. The amount of detail
Mm.
you've got in this. It's like any of these mining protocols that you're going to go into, you would probably be, well advised to come and have a look at your,
Mm.
at these stats first, before
Yeah,
going in.
yeah.
Uh,
And this is why I really wanted to do this page for all of the protocols. Because if you're just an investor, right? I've got $10,000. I want to invest. Where do I invest that $10,000? Which protocol do I think is going to be the best for my own gains? That's why before we launched this, I was telling everyone, like, one of the main goals of this website is to optimize your experience as a user in this ecosystem, optimize your ability to make more rational decisions in this ecosystem. And using these tools has actually changed my mind on things. I actually had an opinion. I'll show you now. Oh yeah. Also, guys, bear in mind with Taurus, the inflation obviously is very high right now. You can see only a billion Titan X right now is inflating supply by 4.6%. But that's because right now most of the supply is now. But if we go back to, I had this hypothesis in the ecosystem with Hyper, and essentially the hypothesis. By the way, everyone in the comments, thank you. I'm seeing a lot of comments. I can't actually comment for some reason. I don't know why. It's just glitching out. But thank you everyone in the comments. So I had this hypothesis with hypermining. I thought hypermining is always going to be better than Titan X mining because it's built on Titan X. The ROI should always be better. It should always be the place you go to mine. However, on the flip side of that, there's an interesting metric to look at, and I'm going to show you this quickly. This is an interesting thing to consider if you're, going to go into mining hyper in the future. Hyper is a lot more inflationary than Titan X. So if we put into Hyper, what did we do on Titan X? We did 15,000 ETH. Let's say I want to see what is the effect on the Hyper protocol from adding 15,000 ETH into the mining and seeing exactly what happens. So we could put that in here. Just click the max button, you get the days there, and this page actually auto calculates for you, which is nice. This is crazy. Look how much hyper you're creating. 31 trillion hyper. The increase in supply is 650%. It made me think, if the inflation gets too much, maybe it's not the place to mine, because then you can expect a much bigger correction on the market. So even though Titan X ROI might be less, you actually might get that ROI with a higher probability because the inflation impact on Titan X is far less. Rather than in Hyper, when you mine in Hyper, the inflation is going to be far more. So if everyone's mining Hyper, maybe it makes more sense to like mine Titan X, even though the ROI is less, because once everyone gets the Hyper and they basically dump it, you're obviously not going to get that ROI. So
did
it
you
kind of
only
changed my mind.
did you only think did it only change your mind once you started playing around with your own tools?
Yeah, it did. Once I saw the inflation impact. And these things help you estimate stuff. Like a question I have for myself, perhaps I'll ask you this question: how much ETH entering hypermining do you think it will take until inflation is too much? What's your like estimate?
Fuck, I have no idea. No idea. What is it?
So in my opinion, I think it's around 1,000 ETH. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. But 1,000 ETH introduces 43% supply. 43%. That's getting up there. Maybe you could make an argument 1,500 ETH. That's probably 60% increase in supply. So this is really cool. You can use this tool in collaboration with Mike Dean's platform, because on Mike Dean's platform, you see how much ETH is being spent per day on mining. So let's say you're seeing huge numbers of ETH being spent on Hyper. You can come into this tool and think, okay, if this carries on going this way, loads of ETH entering Hyper, how much inflation is this going to create? And then you can figure out how much inflation is going to create. And then you can say, well, maybe that's going to be too much inflation. I should probably go and mine somewhere else. So yeah. But yeah, 1,500 ETH creates 3 trillion supply.
All right. What other protocols are on the mining simulator?
Yeah, bro, we've got all of them. We've got all of the main ones. So Titan X, Hyper, Hydra, Helios, Taurus, obviously. Which one do you want to take a look at? It's up to you.
Quickly have a look at Helios there.
Sure. Let's check out Helios. Cool. So let's just do 1 billion. Let's see what happens with 1 billion Titan X. There's one thing I haven't mentioned. I can't believe I haven't mentioned it yet. We have USD calculations. So if you're just someone with 10 grand, you're like, I've got 10 grand. I want to invest it. How does that look?
All right. So go to the USD tab and put in $250.
$250. Max 250 days. Cool. So you're going to create 202 million Helios. Obviously, right now the ROI is low, but that's a 0.013% increase in supply. And you can see, obviously, you could just create one miner here. One max miner. Okay, so 100 power miner. I think on Helios you could do more power than that. So, but yeah.
All right. So whenever you use the USD value, it tells you what way to break it down there as well. Mining power,
yeah,
max miner. Nice.
Mint cost in Titan X 7,230. 7,234. Is that right? Oh no, that's for one power. That would be 1.299 billion Titan X.
Unfortunately,
so you would need that much.
Unfortunately, you scroll down to the bottom, it's still showing a big stinking.
Yeah, it's a bit negative, man. It's a bit negative. And yeah, thanks Starco, thanks Utah. I'm seeing you guys in the comments. Thanks for all the support.
Yeah,
and Tank Will. Yeah, Blaze, Utah, or Blaze Crypto. Oh yeah, Utah asked to post the link. Yeah, I would post it, but my for some reason I can't post. But I think Blaze did it.
I posted it there. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, and this is only the start, bro. Can you imagine in it, how much more
There's
stuff
not.
can happen.
There's so much. There's that. Yeah. There's so much detail for every single. Like even when we're looking at the mining protocols, there's so much detail just in to play around with. So much more information than it shows you on the dashboards when you go to create your
So
miners
much
or
stuff.
whatever. You know.
Yeah. One thing that I think is just so useful as well is like we'll do it in the context of Titan X. But like I was showing you with this, like if we do get 15,000 ETH spent on mining, you can see just up here in the mining distribution how much goes to each thing, and you can actually see now Buy and Burn will get 10,350 ETH.
So what's that? 69. What was that? 69 million dollars, was it?
That was a total investment of so $68 million. So if that enters the ecosystem, $47 million at current ETH price would go straight to the buy and burn. So that's at 69%. Obviously, the burn pool is still disabled. Stakers would receive 4,200 ETH, which is $19 million. And one feature I do want to add in the staking pool analysis is I would like users to be able to enter their wallet and then see how much rewards they're gonna get. Yeah. But
Shit, that'd be.
yeah.
Is that sounds like it might be quite difficult, or would it be easy enough to pull that data?
Yeah, that's fair. That's pretty easy to do, to be
Okay.
honest. I just need to get around to it. We already have like the data there, so it's just applying some after the data really.
15,000 ETH. Brilliant.
15,000 ETH. And then you can go crazy with this, like
Uh,
you know, you can go as crazy as this as you want to go. You know, you can see 100,000 ETH inflates the supply by 41%, introduces 43 trillion Titan X. To me, that's still crazy.
yeah, it's
100,000 ETH.
it's something I never really give that much thought about, but it's there like it's for such a massive amount of money, the inflation is fucking minimal.
Guys, 100,000 ETH right now is 457 million. It's nearly $500 million.
Uh,
$500 million. If $500 million enter Titan X, I'm happy, man.
yeah, to say the least.
I've got a cigar ready for that day. I have a cigar prepared.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else in the mining simulators then? Yeah. Or will we look at one or the other?
Yeah, I think that's really the main thing. The other stuff I would like to say is just on this USD input is another massively useful feature. You know, like I said, let's say you're a new investor, you're not even in Titan X. You want to get into Titan X. All you know is, look, I've got 10 grand USDC sitting in my wallet. I want to put it into this mining thing. What happens? So you can very quickly figure out, like, 10,000 USD, put it in here, and you would get not even 1 billion Titan X. So if you're thinking of doing that now, don't do that. But yeah, I just think these tools are so useful. It's so much easier. Don't forget, like when we came back here to the Titan X website, it's like you see the difference, right? It's like you can only think, okay, I've got $10,000. That's so 4.7 ETH is 20 grand. So let's try and half that, and you got to like try and play around
Yeah,
with
but
it.
it's having all that other information in the one place about where the breakdown's going. You get a much more detailed overview of what's happening with the funds, where they're going. It's easy to understand everything. Everything's all in the one place. So yeah, you've done a fantastic job there.
Thank you, man. Yeah. One other thing is, like, I'm sure we all forget every now and then how the distribution looks in all these protocols, right? If I enter money, where does that money go? And it's just easy to forget that information. I highly doubt everyone has all of those, percentages stored in their brains constantly, for each protocol in the ecosystem. So being able to quickly like remember that, is very useful. And
Yeah, it does helps you make does help you make the decisions, having as much information all in one place.
yeah, definitely. And I actually think, especially with perhaps future stuff I build, people may even be able to build their businesses, certain consulting businesses around the stuff. Like if people start up consulting type businesses, like helping people like enter the ecosystem and figure everything out, you can use these tools. These tools will help you. So if you have that type of business idea in your mind, you want to start that type of thing, you want to get clients, people who don't know anything about this ecosystem, these tools will help you. Like if they have a question about protocol, do you think I should enter this mining thing? Yeah, well, you can use the tool, quickly figure it out. So I think people, if they're like, smart about things, I think people could even build a business around some of this stuff.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So what's let's have a look. What's the tax simulators?
Sure. So we've got the tax simulators. Again, pro. This is like pro tier. So everything we've been through so far is pro tier. My favorite one, to be honest with you, is Element 280 because I'm like quite a big Element guy. But basically, what this allows you to do is enter a trading volume in dollars. So like, let's say we actually had 16,000 trading volume the other day on Element. So let's say you want to enter a trading volume and you select a time period. So let's say we believe this is going to happen every day to $16,000. What does this look like? So you get the distribution on tax. But then also more excitingly for me, you can come down here, you can just enter a bunch of NFTs. Let's say you're quite a rich person, you own a nice amount of NFTs or something. You can see how much you're going to earn per day.
Holy shit.
So with a certain amount of trading volume, let's say, I don't know, you own 14 legendary AMs, you own, I don't know, 8 rare AMs and a couple commons and whatever. You can play around with this. You can just see exactly how much you'd be earning per day per a certain trading volume. And then you can also
all right, is there any other way to get this information at the minute? That's fucking beautiful. So you can literally come in here and go, okay, well, you could look at Element 280 or anything. This is going to be so useful, obviously, when the eco's kicking off. So you could literally come in here, look, and go, okay, over the last, let's just change it. I've got the same thing up. So let's say there's 100 grand. You've got 100 grand over the next week. The week. 100 grand time period a week, 100 grand of trading volume over a week, and then you can literally come in here and go, this is how the trading's been looking. I could get my hands on, let's go, 5 legendaries. You can just play around with it. You can actually see, right, well, if I go and buy these, this is how much I'm going to be able to earn from that. Fucking beautiful. Exactly. Love it.
It's insane. Yeah. This page was actually the first simulator page I built. And I built this one and I was like, hold on. And I had all these ideas of like, I can do this for everything, the mining simulators, this. Yeah, this page is I love this page, man. I
love it. I love it as well. Fucking
yeah. This page
I didn't realize. Honestly, I read tax simulators and thought it was a way to work out all your crypto taxes.
No. I should probably clarify the name. Yeah. This is a lot more fun. Yeah, this is sick, bro. I mean, you can come in here. Let's say you had a goal, right? Let's say you were like, look, I want to make 50 grand a day. Not 50 grand a day. That's crazy. $50 a day. Yeah. Okay, so how much trading volume? Let's say these are my NFTs. These are the ones I have. How much trading volume do we need to hit per day? And you can figure that out. So I don't know. Let's just try 50,000. Okay, so we'll need more than that. 80,000. Okay, around 80,000, right? So we need around 80,000 trading volume per day with this current NFT stack, which I'll be honest is quite a hench NFT stack to say the least. But that's how much you would need to make $50 a day, which is an extra $1,600 per month, obviously at the current Element price, which is an extra nice $19,000 per year.
Yeah, what did you put in there? What did you put? 80,000 a day, 80,000 a day. Select time period. One day.
Yeah, 1 day time period. Yeah.
Tax distribution analysis. So on $80,000, it's showing a total tax of 3,200. Is that right? Is it yours? Yeah, 3,200. And again,
Yeah, that's per day. Yeah,
yeah.
that's per day. Yeah, yeah.
But
You
it's
can
just
change that
listen,
though,
it's
so you
fucking
can see.
awesome, just showing all the details. Is that breakdown again, just clear in one place of where that where the taxes are going. NFT holders, Helios, DAO,
Transparency. Yeah.
yeah, the token burning and Genesis wallet, really really nice. Love it.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, like you can add monthly. You can see if we had that trading volume per day of a month, how much taxes we're paying. And there's one more nice thing with this page, and that's the projected burn analysis. That's one thing I love about this page, is what this is telling you is based off this trading volume. I'm going to go back to a day, and based off your time period you've selected, how much of as a percent of the supply would we burn? Because Element has the burning through tax. You can see exactly how much supply would burn right now. So 0.3% of the supply would be burned per day at the current Element price at that specified trading volume. So you can see that's 0.3%. You can change that. Let's say you want to check monthly. Well, we're burning 9.4% of the supply per month at that volume.
This is you keep surprising me here, man. This is fucking so good.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, it's crazy. It actually blew my mind as well when I like
I had
looked into
no
this. I was like,
idea. I had no idea it was so much detail and so easy to use and so much, good information. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. That's probably a failure on my part. I haven't done enough streams and marketing and things, but that's what I need to
Yeah,
really
I'm
do.
glad. I hope everybody that's tuning in here tonight can see how much effort and how fucking awesome this site actually is. There's no coin here. There's no it's just here to help you as an investor make better decisions. And the amount of data and how easy it is to play around with. Yeah, you've blown my mind there, especially with just being able to go in and tweak the amount of NFTs you have to see. It's just if I was looking at any particular protocol, one that's got my eye at the minute is like smoke. Can you open up the smoke tab?
Sure.
You see how it works.
So it's similar thing. Smoke is unfortunately one of the protocols we haven't added the projected burn on yet. There's only 2 we haven't. So that's something we need to do. But yeah, these ones are a bit more simple because there's a bit less going on, because it's not like you don't earn from it, but you just get like the trading volume per day. You can do the same thing here with day, week, month, year, and then you can see basically the tax distribution for that specified trading volume in. So if you think we're going to get 10,000 trading volume per day over a month, then you can see here $1,500 of smoke would be burned. The H420 buy and burn would receive 1,500. LP wallet would receive 1,500, and the marketing and operations wallets would receive 4,500.
Okay. Is there a way to is there no way in that one to see, like, if you put your wallet in to see what you would be earning? Is that the kind of thing you were talking about possibly adding? Could that be done for something like this?
Of course, yeah. Anything where you earn reflections and things like that, we can add the earn analysis. We need to get to it. It's something I'd love to do.
Just smoke is a fucking, like, Rich has done a brilliant job. See there, he's popped in the chat. We mention his protocol. He's popped his head up. He's done a great job with this, and it's in my opinion, undervalued, underappreciated, and I hope it does get its time to shine, because that's
smoke is undervalued.
Yeah, that's one thing I was looking at, being able to come in here and see the smoke reflections. If you were able to put your wallet in and go, okay, well, I'm going to start actually, if that's the case, I want to get my hands on this amount of tokens, this amount of supply, this amount of dollar value, because I think I think it can get to such and such a daily volume. I'm not telling you to build more into the site, just fucking.
Yeah, that's definitely something I would love to add. I think it's the same for, if I check, yeah, Uranus, we want to add the reflections on there, and then I think Scale as well is reflections. So those 3, I want to add the same thing we have with Element, which is figuring out all of the reflections you're going to earn with your bag size, basically. So yeah, that stuff is coming. But hopefully next time we jump on a stream, it'll be there. We'll see
All right.
how much work I can get done. How many
Tax
late
calculator.
nights I can go through.
These are fucking love it, man. Love
Yeah.
it so far. All right, Hart's Law calculator. What's this?
Yeah, let me check that out for you.
I had a quick look at this and didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah. So you know how Hart's Law works, right? It's like bonded liquidity and everything like that. So essentially, this is a way to calculate that in our ecosystem. So you basically form a pair. So you have this nice little graphic here. You can scroll down, see different tokens. For simplicity, we're going to select WETH. When you select WETH, you only see the other tokens that have an LP with WETH, with ETH, basically. So you can select ETH, and then you can see which tokens have an LP with ETH. Let's obviously select Titan X. And once you've selected your pair, you'll get the token prices here. Show up for you. This is a drop down, so you could just close that. And then the way this works is you're gonna enter your target price for ETH, and then the multiplier effect for Titan X. So what that means is, the way obviously Hart's Law works, for those who don't know, is if you have two tokens bonded in liquidity together, then the ratio between them basically determines the price. So if ETH USD value increases, then Titan X USD value will increase without any buy orders or sell orders. As long as that ratio stays the same, because it's because the other half of that LP has gone up in USD value, then Titan X itself, because of the ratio, will go up in USD value. And obviously, the thicker the LP, the more kind of true this law is. So that's kind of how things work there. But I can quickly show you here. You know, if you believe ETH is going to, let's be more ambitious. Let's say 15,000. I posted a calculation with this once, and I got so much slack for it. I felt like 20 or 30k ETH or something, and people were like giving me so much
What,
shit.
what did you put in there? 15?
I know. I put in there 15.
Okay, sweet.
So yeah, so I hopefully no one's gonna hate on that price. But basically, what this is showing you is if ETH was to hit $15,000 and Titan X was to not do any multipliers, essentially what the price impact on Titan X would be. Sorry. Yeah, so the way that would look here is you're seeing a 3.3x multiplier. So basically what that's saying is Titan X will do a 3.3x in price if its ratio remains the same and ETH goes up to $15,000. And you're seeing the price there. I like this scientific notation on price. I find it much easier to figure out. I'm not sure if everyone understands it, but what that basically means is...
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I should probably put the other one there. But what that means is 0.6064 price-wise.
Say that again.
So that should be 0.6064.
Okay, all right.
So the minus 7 is just meaning like you move the decimal place back 7 places. So that's going to be 6 zeros and then 641.
I'll get you. Okay.
So this way you can quickly see.
I've never actually seen it displayed like that before.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen other people display like that, but you know, when you're dealing with some of these numbers, because they get so big, it gets a little bit difficult fitting it in the box because you've got like 100 zeros and then a 1, and it's like, how are you gonna fit that? So that's why I did it like this, because it's just like easy. But yeah, that's basically what the price of Titan X would be. And then you can say to yourself, okay, the ecosystem now is at a relative low with the ratio, Titan X ratio to ETH. What if the ratio was to 10x? So you add a little 0 on the end of there. And with just the 10x or the ratio for Titan X, with ETH hitting this target price, this is the outcome, basically. So you get 32x on price for Titan X. And then now it is showing the zeros because it can fit it in there.
Oh, okay, so once it fits it in, it just changes back. All right, okay. 150.
Yeah. So that's for the 10x.
Is that multiplier for the Titan X or is that for the Ethereum?
That's for the Titan X.
Okay.
So that's telling you
that's without that's without the Titan X even doing any multiple. That's just if the price of the Ethereum moves up.
So that's if the price of ETH moves up and Titan X has a 10x multiplier with ratio.
Oh, see, 10x. Okay.
Do you see that? So you can play with this. You can say, well, what if it does a 20x?
Ah, okay.
As it clicked.
Yeah, and another
And he's gonna do
really
some moon math.
yeah, exactly. That's it.
Yeah.
Start hitting the dream numbers in there.
Yeah. So you can play around with this. Like, I don't know what you guys think ETH is gonna do. I think if you think it's gonna do $20,000, again, this is just up to you to decide what you think it's gonna do. But if you do think it will do $20,000 and Titan X does a 20x, then your Titan X bag would 87x.
Yeah, 20. What did you put in there? $20,000 ETH and 20x.
20x multiplier. Yeah.
Yeah, 87. Nice. Me fucking hell. Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Seems pretty
Obviously, guys,
reasonable.
this
Seems pretty reasonable.
look, guys, this is not financial advice's page. That's one thing that's important. It's a projection. You know, it's based off variables we're changing to project what could happen. Just so people don't, get too carried away.
Yeah, exactly.
It's,
Definitely not financial advice, but it's nice to be able to look at that just, rather than looking at, okay, hoping for a Titan X 100X, you can see where you could get that from, even if you go more modestly and take say like a 12K ETH and a Titan X just gets back to maybe a bit above where it went before, only a 10X. Even that's a 26X. ETH to 12K and 10X on Titan X. Still a fucking nice, easy things to look at. All right, great job. I mean, we've only looked at the tools section, and all three tools are fucking wonderful. So what else have you got? Swap, links to Switch, Uniswap, CowSwap, and Titan X Hub. I think we've lost him again, have we? We'll have, I'm sure he'll be back. I think anybody watching will definitely see, I think you can agree that what he's built here is really, really handy. Lots of really nice features. Let's see. Let me remove that. I can share my screen in the meantime. Excuse me. Rich Landon. Yes, it's amazing. I subscribed for the year. Thanks for the shout out. No sweat, Rich. Keep on building, boy. Keep on building. What have we got? You back? You back?
My internet provider trying to rug me, bro. Now back. Yeah.
All right, because no, I just realized we're already going. We're already approaching the hour mark. I wanted to kind of cap it, and I was going to say, when I was going to talk to you earlier, I was going to say we'll try and stick to about 30 minutes. But you've got so much amazing stuff here.
This is only tools, bro. We've got so much more. Yeah.
Tools, the swap. So you've got links to Switch.
So those actually open up modals. So if you click on it, it will open up Uniswap or Switch, like in the page.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah.
So
So you can
use
Uniswap
somewhere else.
Yeah, it doesn't take you away. I was gonna say something really quickly before my internet rugged me. On the Hearts Law calculator page, what we want to add is obviously in this ecosystem we have certain protocols that are stacked LPs, multiple layers. Like for example, Hydra, right? It's on top of Dragon X, which is on top of Titan X, which is on top of ETH. That's like 4 layers deep, right?
Yeah.
So we want to add a way to add multiple LP pairs that all stick together. So like imagine you could add ETH Titan and then Titan X to Dragon X and then Dragon X to Hydra, and you can do this same math you can do across the entire chain.
Fuck. Yeah, that'd be insane to see. So Ethereum to Titan X to Dragon X to Ascend. Woo!
To Ascend, yeah. To Ascend. Shout out Trader Lee.
Fucking right. Love it. That'll be
Yeah.
another. Yep.
Yeah, bro. I don't know how much time we have left, but if you want to quickly check out maybe Roy's go to auction Roy calculator,
So we
we'll
looked
see
at the
what they're looking
mining,
like.
didn't we? We looked at the no, we didn't. We didn't even.
We
Didn't
didn't
we
even
look
look at
at it?
that, bro.
We didn't
So
even
the
look
way
at
that
it.
works is that's the free tier page. So if
Okay.
you click on those Titan X, what it'll open up for you is the Titan X page essentially. And you can just mine it like that.
Sorry,
And then
excuse me.
you
I've got a bit of a cough here. So sorry. This is on the free part.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's on the
Oh,
free tier. If you scroll down, that's the auction pages. Yeah. So you see mining Roy calculator there. That's the actual page that gets you all the calculators for the Roys
okay.
all in one page. So basically what this will do is, and I believe it will do a default calculation.
Oh shit.
Oh, did it push you off it?
No, I clicked something else at the top there.
Oh, you can just go down there to where it says so that's the auction one. Yeah, so you can just open that one up. So it will run a default calculation for you. So that's based off, I believe, $100 across each protocol. And it will just show you there the Roys on each one. Look at that, Blaze!
Yep, that's it.
Blaze,
Best
man.
ROI, best ROI.
There
Fucking beautiful. Bullish on
you
Blaze.
go, man.
Didn't even need to
Bullish on
chill anything.
Blaze.
Look at that.
There you go, bro. Done it for you. Done the work for you, man. Yeah, so that shows you the Roys across all of them, all in one easy USD calculation.
And
This one here,
is this on the free version as well?
this is pro tier.
Pro tier.
So
Okay.
this page is pro tier. The other one was the free tier. Yeah. So the way this works is, do you see where it says auction investment configuration?
Yep.
So you can actually open that.
Drop down. Okay.
And then you can actually select and deselect any protocol. You can select and deselect any investment input currency. So USD is the easiest. If you select Titan X and only the protocols that take in Titan X, you can see there. And with ETH, you can see Blaze, obviously. So yeah, that's just a way to because let's say you want to, Dragon X and Hyper would have to implement Turbo and Viper and stuff like that. But I haven't done those yet, and we'll see if those protocols are going to take off again. But that's where the 100 Titan X. Yeah.
Those ROIs are fucking
Those
terrible.
ROIs are nice, bro.
Let's go back and look and see. All right.
What I usually do is click on USD.
Hold on 1 second. I just want to see, because obviously, if I just want to see if it calculates the Blaze. If you put too much Blaze in, the ROI gets wiped out. So even if you stick 1 ETH in, it's going to show. Yeah, it's going to thought that.
Yeah.
Like I was just testing you. I was just testing you.
Thankfully, we passed that one.
0.02 ETH. All right, so yeah, 0.02 ETH will still get you that nice juicy ROI at the minute. Please. Okay.
One thing I like to do is if you click on USD like that, and then go down and just put in $30. See what $30 is looking like, and then calculate that across. That's a much smaller amount, so you might get closer Roys. Still negative, bro. Still negative on everything apart from Blaze.
Yep, $30 is a nice hefty return on Blaze there at the minute. Like I think
that's crazy.
The whenever the ecosystem starts firing up again, it's absolute gold to be able to come here.
This is gonna be super sick. Like if you want to invest in multiple auctions and you want to like play some crazy auction game coming into this tool with dollar value, being able to calculate, like, you might think like, maybe I want to invest in multiple auctions at the same time and split my investment amount between each one. You can go in there and quickly do that and figure out exactly the Roys you're going to get from each one, all in literally seconds. And yeah, Taurus is killing it on mining.
Yeah. Okay. Drop down, investment, USD, all the same stuff again.
All the same. Yeah. So those pages work pretty similarly.
Titan X in, so 1 billion Titan X. excuse me, max duration, calculate 3 protocols. Love it. This is, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I know I keep saying it, but each feature that I look at and each thing I use, I love it.
Thanks, bro. And if you go down, you can see max duration. You can click custom, and
Yeah.
you can change the duration of the miner for each protocol. So if you wanted to do the same, like let's say you wanted to figure out the ROI across the same time period, like 88 days, you can change Helios there to 88 days, and click calculate and see what the ROI would be then. So obviously the ROI drops, but yeah, a very quick way of finding out. Shout out Mrs. Widow in the comments.
Yeah.
Always number one supporter. And Rich.
Just the way you've got all these set out to filter, you've kind of got so many features in there. Just
Yeah.
what you want to spend, how much you want to do, durations, everything.
Yeah, and we're implementing very soon, hopefully very soon. You'll get a staking ROI page, so you'll be able to do this exact calculation. You'll be able to do that on the staking ROIs as well, So that's across every stake pool. That's Blaze included, Titan X, Hyper, Hydra, Ascendant. Even Ascendant isn't really like Ascendant is NFT staking because it's like liquid staking for NFTs. So we've got Ascendant there as well. So that page is not added to the main site yet, but I actually have it on my dev server. I can show you. But yeah,
I'm just flicking myself just to meet. So these are the two.
honestly, bro, I check these like multiple times a day, especially auctions. I'm checking it like constantly, like every single day. I open up auction ROIs and check the auction ROIs because you might snipe a good ROI if you're checking that constantly. You can snipe a good one because people forget.
Yeah, I mean, you could go in there at 10:30 a.m. UK time every day and check the Blaze one quickly. Auction.
And you got the on the actual ROI card shows you the time left for the auction, so you can actually see how much time is left as well. So if you just wait for that to load up, if you go down, like if you do the calculation.
Oh,
so when the actual card shows up. It might be, yeah, just calculate. So if you scroll down, do you see the bottom right there, the time left?
Yeah.
So you can see the time left on the auction.
Brilliant. Man, I'm sure you haven't thought of everything, but it certainly seems that way here at the minute.
It's been a crazy last, I don't know how long we've been doing this now for. This has probably been in development like this now for 6 months probably. But this is like hundreds of thousands. This is like 100,000 probably plus lines of code, the whole site. It's a lot of sleepless nights.
All right, so we've looked at the ROIs. This is all in the free tier. The ROI calculators are in the pro tier. If you're using the free tier, you can just click into each and see what's going on. It brings up the DAP. You can get a quick look straight away at each particular one. All right, that's the free. The swaps we've looked at, the tools we looked at, and the NFTs. The only thing we really didn't look at. NFTs. What's the story here, Dukes?
Yeah, so to be honest, the best person to talk you through these pages would be Keto because he's the one who done pretty much the work on these. So basically, you just like you have NFT stat information, so analytical information. So if you're interested in Element 280, so you can click on Ascend as well. It's up to you, and then it'll show you like it will load all the NFT information for Ascendant that we've got right now, and when that loads, you can see a bunch of this is more analytical, so there's more data. So you can see the total amount of NFTs, the unique holders, the locked ascendant, the amount of awards pending, amount of wallets I have burned. There's so much information on these pages.
Okay, so it's ranking the holders as well. 65 NFTs, breakdown of what they're holding. These fusion burns, nice. 65 million locked ascendant.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a big whale.
Yep.
So yeah, these pages, like these types of stats, you just won't find them anywhere else. No one else has implemented this type of work before, and you can see the same stuff for Element 280. And that one loads. That one's a bigger data set, so it might take a bit longer to load it up. Showing my screen is lagging out there. We do have a lot more information on this one, I believe. So you can see, yeah, live wallets, active wallets. You can see the amount of NFTs that have been burned with the percentage, claimable rewards, next distributions in 3 days. What's always been interesting to me is I think if you click on overall summary, if you see on the right hand side there.
1 second. Is there 887 individual wallets holding Element 280 NFTs?
Yes.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
Yeah. But that's because some people obviously have multiple wallets set up. So if you click on I think it's overall summary.
Where's that?
It should
Sorry.
be on the top right. If you scroll up a bit and then you
Oh,
see on
yeah.
the top right.
Oh, sorry. I didn't even realize it was tabs. All right. Fuck.
Yeah, there's tabs there. Yeah. So you can see burned analytics,
Market activity.
market activity. That shows you the buys and sells, people trading the NFTs and stuff. And then the overall summary. I think if you scroll down here, you can actually select. So if you scroll down, there should be wallets showing up.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff here. So if you click on let's see, try and click on where it says linked. Does that work? Oh, I always get this wrong. I always get this confused. Let me do it on my page quickly so I can
122 legendary NFTs.
Yeah, nuts. I think it's market activity, maybe. Yeah, sorry about that. It's market activity. If you click on the tab market activity.
That's up, isn't it? No?
Yeah, just up. Yeah, just up. We need to get Keto on because he'll give you an insane analysis of all this information. Just at the top.
Oh.
Yeah, just there. And then scroll down. So scroll down back to the wallets. You see all the wallets here. So if you click on that little link symbol next to the wallet, yeah, so you can actually see this guy's linked wallets. So you can see his other wallets.
So I don't know that. Oh, I see here. Okay.
So if you want to track all the whales, this is basically like a mini whale watch for Element 280. So you can basically see NFT holders and Element, all their wallets, all the wallets that they've interacted with the NFTs.
Okay. Why is that stuck? Oh, it's closed down now. Okay. How does it pick out? How does it pick out a linked wallet?
Yeah, so the way that works is it's wallets that I've traded against. So wallets like, let's say I've sent NFTs to a different wallet. We're basically tracking all of those transfers. So that's how we gather all that information.
Okay. All right. NFTs, Element 280, base.
You can check them on base as well with Element. So if you're an Element guy and you want to figure out how many NFTs have been migrated from Ethereum to base and, all that type of stuff, then this basically gives you access to that.
Wow. All right. Love it. I mean, is there a lot of work then adding new protocols are coming out? Is it a lot of work adding in new protocols each time?
Yeah, it is a lot of work. Obviously, we're not the devs who coded the protocols, right? So we have to first, stage one is just understanding all of your code base for the project itself. So we have to look through the Solidity, figure out the code base. And then a lot of this data, like this specific data, is like scanning the blockchain, getting all that information, and then putting it into a nice UI. But yeah, I mean, it is a lot of work. Each of these pages is quite intense on the coding. And once you crack one, though, like with my mining simulators, once I cracked one, I kind of knew how to crack all the others.
Yeah.
So it's just the first one is always the most difficult to do, and then you just kind of knock the other ones out. It obviously depends on the protocol.
Yeah, I love it the way you've obviously the data's there, but I love it the way you've already got all the multi-chain stuff on there, and the fact
Yeah.
there are two E280 NFTs, you've got them on Ethereum, on Base, on BNB. Was that a lot of work, a lot of additional work, or was that simple enough for you as well?
That wasn't too difficult, I believe. So being able to track the Omnichain stuff, because obviously because the code was structured to be prepared for NFTs moving on to Base, moving on to BNB and future chains. So when they add future chains in the future, it shouldn't be longer than a day to get them added onto our site as well.
And what about have you got is there any data for anything on Pulse Chain?
No, not yet. Not yet. Pulse chain's a bit of a difficult one. It's with the RPC providers.
That's why I'm kind of asking. I'm just wondering because
Yeah. So we need to basically find a new RPC provider for Pulse chain. So all of the RPC provider, for those who don't know, is essentially how this website connects to the blockchain to get all the data. And essentially the RPC provider we're using right now is doesn't provide Pulse chain as a way to work with it. So we basically just have to add a bunch of stuff for Pulse chain. I think our main goal right now is to really max out and crack like a lot of the ETH stuff, get that like proper like crystallized, and then wherever the community goes, especially look, this website is meant to serve the community and build more useful stuff for the community. So if we do get loads of requests from multiple directions asking for a feature or asking for something, then we'll look into it and we'll look to get into work to add that, because obviously we want to add more for you guys, for the people pro tier and all that stuff. So yeah.
I'm just thinking of things that help, things I'm helping, working on, building different things coming in the future. Like now that I understand some of this stuff, I might have some sort of not requests, but questions or because you kind of looking at this, it's the kind of thing you'd want if you're building protocols, you'd want to be able to quickly and easily get the data for your protocol added into this. Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Our mission, TITANXUTILS, is a cutting-edge platform co-developed by Dukes the Great and Keto Natural. Our mission is to empower users with seamless access to TITANX's mining, auction, and minting protocols, alongside insightful NFT yield-bearing statistics. Built with precision and innovation, TITANXUTILS is a community-driven tool designed to simplify and enhance your Titan X experience. The fucking mission! You nailed it! You nailed it!
Bro, we nailed the mission, bro. We wrote that mission before we even implemented all these tools, so I think we've stuck to that mission quite well.
You fucking nailed it.
Cheers, bro. Cheers.
Okay. Anything else you want to mention before we start wrapping up?
Sure. So the other stuff would be, so I actually haven't got this on the production server yet, but we do have staking ROIs implemented and working. So that's working on dev. I just need to make a few more changes and push it to production. We also have a transform page. So we have a page that tracks all the transform data amongst all of the transform protocols to find you the ROIs essentially for all the transforms. So what I mean by that is if you wanted to transform OG smoke into smoke, and you wanted to check what the difference is between buying off market versus doing the transform, that data, we have that for all of the transform protocols. We have it for Element 280 to E280. We have it for Titan X to X28. All of them, basically, all of them. So that's going to be another page where you load it up and then it gives you all the cards all in one page. You can just quickly get access to that information. So those two pages are coming soon. Another page which I have on the development is the volume tracker page. That's actually really exciting. I posted a little teaser for it on the group. So if you wanted to access the Telegram, I believe it's t.me/TitanXUtils. You can see the little teaser I put out there. So that will show you basically all the trading volume amongst all the different tax-based tokens. And then it'll break down how much tax has been collected over the 24 hours and where that tax has gone to. So think of it like the mining simulator page. The tax simulator pages, but actually real-time data, like what's going on right now, how much tax has been paid over 24 hours for each protocol, all in one page, and it ranks them as well. So the protocol that has the most traded volume, it will show up as number one, and so on and so forth. So that's really exciting, and there's so much stuff we're gonna add there. So I'm kind of working on finishing off those ROIs and adding a lot more real-time analytical data now into the site. That's kind of the phase 2 part of the website we're on. And the last thing, as Ali Kane is showing you right there, is it's currently $25 per month for the pro subscription, and that's $250 a year. So with the pro subscription yearly, you get basically 2 months free. And that's a 50% off discount. So we're kind of running that promotion just to get things going, get things moving, and just to give those users the opportunity. But yeah, man, I really like this. I think it's really exciting building it, and the support we've had is absolutely amazing. You know, I'm grateful for Ali for having me on, Utah, you know, everyone in the comments today that have been supporting. It means a lot, because obviously we're building this for you guys, right? If no one cared about this, then there would be no point of building any of this. So, you know, if you do want to support us, obviously head over to the page, get the subscription, yeah, I hope it does benefit you generally.
Yeah, I think anybody playing around in the ecosystem, you know, a couple of months, even now, a couple of months, you know, sign up for a few months while things start to take off again, and not financial advice, but you'll be able to make some much quicker, you know, informed decisions playing around with all the stats and stuff on the price on on the site. I mean, you know, they say even 4 months, $100 for the next 4 months to be able to use this. Could be a really worthwhile investment. You know, that's if, or just go straight in and buy the thing for a year. Seen Rich mentioned in the chat, sir, he's already subscribed for a year. But I think, give us a second here, sorry. You know, I was playing around with it whenever it was just the free version, and playing around with it whenever I got the pro access. I didn't even realize the amount of detail that you'd built into the thing. Again, I've said it a few times already. You've done a fantastic job, and all the stuff in there. You've actually blew my mind in the amount of detail and the amount of things you can change, tweak. You've kind of thought of everything.
Yeah, man. Cheers, bro. Yeah, that's it. Like we wanted to innovate on this space. We wanted to build out tools that really, you know, just optimize the user experience. That's what I've been saying from day one. Like I want users to get access to all the information, because just having the data analytics is one dimensional. I wanted to build tools that allow you to play around with how you're going to invest and the future of your investment and the future of what different protocols will look like. That's really one thing I really wanted to do. And all of these mining simulator pages, by the way, like I've already have ideas of how to improve all of them. So I've got things I want to add to each one. It might even be a new page. It probably will be actually. But there's a whole new page for each one I want to get when they get put out there. And our mission is just to, you know, give you guys good access to good information and help you optimize your experience, optimize your ability to invest, allow you to make more accurate and more rational financial decisions. Obviously, it's not financial advice, but a more rational decision-making process in your investment in this ecosystem.
But I think even for me, I'll probably use that streaming quite a lot, just to go and have a quick flick through everything,
that's
a quick overview of the ecosystem every week.
Yeah, bro. For streamers, it's so useful. Like if you're streaming and you're a founder and you want to show some stuff off, you can quickly show off ROIs, show off anything. Like, you know, if you're streaming, you just have this tool actually helps streamers. My battery just died on my camera, so that was probably good timing. It happened right at the end there. What's up, Rich?
Hey, how's it going? Just been sitting in the background listening. Yeah, I was trying to eat dinner. That's why I didn't join earlier.
That's good, man. That's good.
I wanted to give you space to run through it because I did sign up, and I really have been looking at it and enjoying it. So I've been quite busy lately with some other things, so can't wait to spend more time with it. But just watching this video helped a lot, so I'll go back and replay it.
Cheers, bro. What I think I might do to help users who are subbing or thinking of subbing is I might make just a series of YouTube videos just showing you how each tool works. I think that'd be the easiest thing to show everyone. And then I need to do more of these streams as well. So, but I appreciate you getting the subscription yearly. Really do appreciate that. And I hope you genuinely get like loads of value from the protocol, from the website. And yeah, man, there's more stuff coming to it. So.
That's what I just want to show that again quickly. $250. Only one place you're going to get a profit at the minute.
Bullish on Blaze.
That's it. How's it going, Rich? All good?
Yeah, doing just lots of meetings today, streams, whatever. Take a lot of time sorting through stuff. Got a couple projects, in the works, so it's always something to do. It's exhausting. I want to just back up and just invest, but everybody's got their niche, and I like what Jukes is doing here with all this data. That's so cool.
Yeah, it really is fucking awesome, isn't it?
Actually, I got some ideas in my head. I could use your services on a couple things.
Yeah, that's one thing actually I didn't say at the end. This one aspect of the site is obviously proving my ability as a developer. So the next stage of my journey alongside the site is to actually work as a dev in this space. So for all the founders, all the potential future builders, like if you're looking for any building, developers, then hit me up. My ambition is to create a company in this space and actually professionally build software for you guys. So yeah.
Well, I think if this is your first foray into building, you've done a very, very good job. You've shown what have you shown? Attention to detail, skill, even the being able to build something that's so easy to use, put so much data and make it so easy to use. I think you've got a good future in the space.
Thank you, bro.
Agree. Hey, Ali, I don't know if this is good or not, but do you want to show the brawl stats, the Taurus stats, or maybe save it for another start?
No, it's all good. I did actually have it earlier on one of my tabs to show it. I
haven't spent any time looking at that, but I was just curious since you're here.
Yeah, it's about $22,000 at the minute.
Even at these prices, huh?
Yep, even at these prices. And we've still got, actually, here's it here. Give me 1 second. Stop. Yeah. Excuse me. So I was looking at this today. The Taurus trade brawl. We've only got 22 competitors. Will be battling each other for this 23K. That's and what is the current price? We're down to about $2 or something like that. Is it
260?
260. So 53 days left. The longest one left. 62 days left. So we're going to be starting the game in about 30 days time.
So this doesn't, the prices are where we are now. We're going to reach this point where a lot more supply is coming out. The price may drop, but this 10 million Titan X to 1 Taurus is the design inflection point that, remember hearing him say it in the stream. So it's interesting to see what happens there. But this data is on your Titan X util site, I imagine, right? Did we lose? I think we lost Jukes again.
He's lost him again. No, he's there.
No, I'm here. I'm just trying to open the stream on YouTube.
Question you're asking, Rich?
The Taurus. We're going to reach the point where the staking has become more profitable on the ROI indicator than creating if the price drops. So you get what I'm saying? If you're going to create for 88 days, it's going to show a lower ROI than your staking would. So people are going to be buying off the market. So that's going to start to deal with this inflation we're getting. And so that doesn't take into account any of those buy and burn mechanisms he's got used. They're being used now, but not to the level of their potential. So I really like the model. So this prize could grow is what I'm saying here.
Yeah, of course. But Doesn't matter. It's locked for only 22 people to play for it.
How many winners? 3, 5, 10?
Actually, I'm gonna put I didn't actually decide yet because whenever we actually closed the entrance, obviously it was a lot less than what we were hoping for. So I'll probably do a poll in the Taurus Telegram. Just asking.
Okay.
Yeah. So anything else you want to cover before we close it up, Rich?
No, it's already running late, so just came in to say hello and so
All right,
show
now,
support.
appreciate you popping in.
Yep. Excuse me. Clear my throat as well as you.
I know I got this cough. It's been annoying me all stream, trying to talk and cough at the same time.
All right. I'm a bounce. See you.
All right. Cheers for coming, Rich.
Mm-hmm.
Jukes.
Since I get back to Rich, but see you, Rich.
He's gone already. Yeah, appreciate you coming on. Like I say, done a fantastic job. Didn't even realize there was so much in there, so much detail, and like I say, a lot of it is all really, really easy to use. So appreciate you coming on. I will 100% be using this probably daily. Yeah, probably daily now that I know everything that I can do. There's places I go and look at different things in the ecosystem every single day. I can probably get all of it just by going to your site.
That's it. That's what we want to do, man. Yeah, we want to get everything in one place, and it's addictive. It really is. Like, I genuinely check Roy's. Like, you might think I'm saying that because I built the thing, but like, I genuinely just check the Roy's all the time. I play with everything, so it's addictive.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, cheers for coming on. And if you haven't bought your subscription yet, get to Titan X or TITANXUTILS. Is it .com? I did put it in the chat.
Yeah, it's .com. Yeah,
pop it in.
It's .com/pricing. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Appreciate you coming on, and we'll definitely have you on again as soon as you're adding new features. Hit me up, and we'll get you on again. Yeah,
100%, bro. I'm down to do it. Definitely 100%. And thank you for having me. It's been a wonderful experience. You know, it's been great talking to you and finally connecting, you know, and talking on stream and stuff like that. So I appreciate you. You've supported me from even before the site has been out like this. So thank you for everything you've done.
Awesome. Lovely. Chat to you later.
Oh.
So I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did. I really can't believe I've been playing around with that site for a few weeks. Actually, I had the free version a long time ago when it first came out, and you know, playing around with it, looking at the ROIs, just having a quick flick. All the pro features that they've added have made the thing so much more easy to use and see what's going on in the whole Titan X ecosystem in one place. So yeah, definitely get a look and support them. You know, early builders you can see the amount of effort they've put into building this site for the Titan X ecosystem. What it needs, obviously, like everything, is participants. They need subscribers. You can see the amount of effort they've put in to build something that kind of ticks so many boxes for us users in the Titan X ecosystem. But it needs, like everything, it needs users, it needs support. And I have no doubt that if they get subscribers and users, that they will continue to add awesome features as long as there's new projects coming to Titan X. So yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. We'll see you all again next week. Hopefully this fucking cough will be gone and the charts will be pumping. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in. Take it easy and have a great rest of your week.
Titan Blaze, the OG we cheer, paying Ethereum dividends, the future's here. 288 days, the cycle's our quest. Ticket holder shine, we're the best. Countdown's close, just a few days to glow. Titan Blaze stakers, let's steal the show. Ethereum dividends flow, our hearts ignite. United we stake in the starry night. 87% the finish line calls. Blaze tokens staked, we break down walls. OG legacy shines, rewards take flight. Together we claim our cosmic might. Titan Blaze, our journey's the key. With every stake token, we're wild and free. 288 days, our future's in view. Stakers united, we see it through.